The year 2025 marks the 59th anniversary of this historic visit. From April 15th to 22nd, 1966, His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie, Emperor of Ethiopia, journeyed to the Caribbean, visiting Barbados, Jamaica, Haiti, Trinidad and Tobago, and Guyana. The Rastafari community has commemorated this visit as the Passover. Ayanola Council for the Advancement of Rastafari and Pan-African People, ICAR President Aaron Alexander, reminded individuals of African descent about this significant historical visit, referring to the emperor as the greatest African leader of the 20th century. Alexander noted that the emperor urged Caribbean leaders to become the sixth region of Africa, recognizing the historical ties between Africa and the Caribbean. He emphasized that Africa was robbed of its people, many of whom were enslaved and brought to the Caribbean to work on plantations. With the current U.S. President, Donald Trump, creating barriers for black individuals in America, Alexander believes the time has come for action.
Black people did not need a visa to enter America during the days of slavery, but now this is a requirement for us to enter America. What a big joke. It is time we as a region start embracing our ancestral homeland, Africa, even greater in these times. We need to look to Africa for our salvation, not America. We see some leaders and politicians crying over loss of visas, etc. We know this sort of leaders will only lead us back into slavery once again.
He highlighted the need for unity among Caribbean leaders and the adoption of an approach similar to that of Barbados Prime Minister, Honorable Mia Mottley.
His Majesty have called upon Caribbean leaders to join with Africa. Let there be no more delay as we remember His Majesty's visit in 1966. We of ICAR Inc. continue to encourage this government and by extension the entire CARICOM to forge ahead in establishing closer ties with our ancestral homeland. We would like to see visa-free travel between the Caribbean and Africa. Whilst America is taking away Caribbean people visa, Africa must start removing visa requirements for us.
Alexander expressed his awareness that the current U.S. president's action reflects a neo-colonial mindset which the late Brother Bob Marley urged us to emancipate ourselves from.
This sort of behavior again proves that colonialism have no conscience, because instead of looking to assist us in our development, the American president has sought to place more barriers before us as a Caribbean community. So let us stop the crying over losing visas. Africa CARICOM Day is coming up on September 7th. Let us look to Africa, we say, for even the education of our children. They do not have to attend universities in America or even in Taiwan for that matter. Africa have world-renowned universities.
He emphasized the importance of removing barriers to facilitate the free movement of people for business, cultural exchanges, and tourism. The ICAR President also announced that preparations are underway to celebrate Africa Day, formerly known as African Liberation Day, on May 25th. This event will take place at the newly refurbished Serenity Park. Shane Stephen, NBC Prime.